A little bit better. Welcome back, man. Thank you, everybody that's been tapping into the conversations, the debates, debatable episode
13.
exactly January 14th, 2023. Exciting day and time. Battle rap culture, hip hop culture, black culture. Gotta love it, man. So, where we at right now? What's the latest? What you?
China Mac is mad.
Oh yeah. Okay, I saw that.
Math
I did
Hoffa,
just watch that video.
he's
Just
mad.
now. Yeah. Again, that's for those people's conversations. I mean, but how China Mac? Why would you get upset at math when that would be Troy Ave's ultimate decision, right?
He brought him on the show. He's saying you put like the question of the show is, are you going to court with intentions of telling
Oh
truth
no, he
or
ain't said
putting
that.
him away?
No, he ain't asking that.
Yeah. So the fact
He asked him that.
so that's the title of the show.
Well,
So it goes directly to the juggler of what
Wow.
happened, how it happened, who did what.
I didn't see that clip. That's a clip, right? That must be a recent clip that just came out.
That's a clip.
I never even. When did that drop? Okay.
I mean, it was 5 days ago, but
Dang.
you know.
I didn't even see that one. All I saw was I saw a few of them. We talked about it. I didn't see that one. Interesting. Again, that's a decision. Did they discuss what they were going to talk about before they got on the show?
I don't know. I mean,
Right.
the parts that I caught on the show, there was no inclination
Or did you
of
watch that one that you just saw the clip on?
no. But that's my point. Is
The other ones.
the ones that I saw, it didn't speak about the case or it was moving around the case. You know what I'm saying about this, that. Got shot in my legs. I was looking for my son. Da da da. But I didn't see no direct correlation with the case. So that's why I just thought that it was. I thought it was dope that it happened without even having to talk about the case. That's why I even asked you. I said, "Yo, did they even talk about the case?"
I never watched the
So-
whole thing.
so- so
I
now-
watched the same clips you watched.
But no, but he puts out clips. So
Right.
now
Well, he got the whole thing, but you got to be
a subscriber.
Patreon member
Okay.
or subscriber, something, because you know you what's your man Vlad got that thing too, where they do the
Right,
YouTube thing.
which is dope.
Definitely like, comment, share, anything. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm thinking like, the fact that you know that they talked about it is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go watch the clip.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm gonna definitely go watch the clip and see
But
what
see,
it
that's what
looks
it's
like.
At the end of the day, that's what it's for. I agree to a degree with China Mac, but you got to understand that we dealing with entertainment, and a lot of people. I'm not saying he does or does not, but a lot of people don't even have ethics around this thing. Like we're in a day and time where Running Man is about to be true. You know what I'm talking about? But the Running Man, right? Where it was the game show, and where people be getting killed on the game show. Like that's about to happen. Like with UFC fighting, nobody been killed yet, right? On the live on television UFC.
I don't think.
It's gonna happen, bro. Somebody gonna die right on live television. If it hasn't happened already, y'all can let me know if you know y'all seen something. Put in the comments. But we're about to see that stuff, and they don't care. People don't care. Meaning, who's the people? The people that want to monetize this type of content, they don't care. So you very well might see, those things take place. Now, what mindset he came from, I don't know. That's really more for a circle of that is more for a conversation with Math Hoffa, and that's man. See, that's a debatable. See, that's when you bring them on a platform like this and they debate the subject. You know what I'm saying? Or battle because they both rap. You know what I'm saying? Because China Mac like the fight cats. He's gonna fought the guy from No Jumper.
Yeah.
Big dude too.
Yeah.
I mean, to me that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Because you definitely, that was like we just sort of fight the opposite. We just saw the opposite just now because AD is a brother, and China Mac is obviously Chinese. We just watched the fight. I don't know if it was Chinese or not though, but he was definitely Asian. He fought against some big dude. I mean, y'all gotta look it up. Just put big 600-pound man versus small Chinese man. The Chinese man won because. Yo, he lucked out. He lucked out. Because dude grabbed him. Once he grabbed him, Oh man, it was over. Everybody thought it was over. It was yo, he almost broke his neck. You got to see the part where he grabbed him though and fell on him. When he fell on him, the dudes, the commentators was like, yo, everybody thought he died. But either way, China Mac then went and fought AD, which was like, you know, to me a similar situation. That AD that's a big guy. That ain't no small guy. China Mac might be, but he kind of thin. You know what I'm talking about? He kind of light. So for them to even go up, for him to even go up against him. But my point is that's their world to be able to sit down and have, you know, the gangster conversation. You know what I'm saying? The gangster rules and stuff like that. Maybe we could get your man to referee it.
Oh, Queen's Flip.
Charleston White.
Charles White. He don't call it cop. Charles. He's like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Come through a whole squad patrol. That nigga snitch. He did the body. He tell it.
But yeah, man, like you know, at the end of the day, I know what's right, what's wrong when it comes to that world. But the issue is
so
that
much.
don't nobody care. Like these people want content, you know what I'm saying? And it's a little bit crazier than what I thought it would be, because you know, we were coming up, we thought it was gonna be the television shows. You know, we thought Running Man was gonna be on a television show.
Right.
And it was gonna, you know, we're gonna be sitting in front of the TV and we're gonna be watching that type of platform, but it's not. It's live, you know. And shouts out to Amir, my man from Vegas, and shouts out to Gil Scott Heron, because he said the revolution will not be televised; it will be live. You follow what I'm talking about? So now you've seen all of this happen. So, and it has been. You ever heard Snap Dogg?
Nah.
Okay, Snap Dogg is the boy out of Detroit.
Okay.
The rapper. You know, he got the dreads. He's almost like it feel like, and again, I'm not from Detroit. I don't, you know, heard a couple of some of his music, but it feel like a playing on Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying?
Snap Dogg.
But yeah, but he's really popping it out there. You know what I'm talking about? And they had removed him from Instagram because he shot his gun off. Like, you know, I don't know whether it was real or not, but it was like he got into a beef. And then boom, 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 boom.
On Instagram.
Yeah, but see, it's crazy because he might got his Instagram channel back by now, because at the end of the day, he could easily say it was what?
Self-defense.
No, it was not even real.
Oh.
How do you prove it's real? Unless the cops come and show some sort of paperwork to Instagram and say, yo, this account went live, breaking the law. Yeah. So listen, man, we're gonna see a lot of real, you know, terrible things, man, online, bro. That's just what it is.
So let me ask you a question.
Everybody camera.
The point is, do you think Math Hoffa should have, you know, got Troy?
I don't know because I don't know.
You know what the question is?
Go ahead.
Do you think he should have asked him those questions pertaining to an open case?
I don't know. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, because it depends on the conversation they had before they went live. You follow what I'm talking about? What they were in agreement to discussing, because I don't think it's smart to talk about the case. But if he said, "Yo, Troy Ave, y'all
like, subscribe,
yeah, definitely share, you know, comment anything, whatever y'all disagree." But
that's a debate.
But the point is, if he had the conversation with him and he said, like, "Yo, look, you know," and I wouldn't have did it. I don't think that was the right thing to do as far as, you know, talking about your case. But again, he's in the business of entertainment,
right?
And he got a channel to entertain people. He asking Troy, like you just said, I'm gonna go, and I mean too. I didn't even know that there was a clip pertaining to him talking about the case. You follow what I'm talking about specifically? So I'm definitely going to watch that clip, and I'm thinking Math knew that. That's what people are gonna watch. And now the question becomes, did he say to him like, "Yo, is it okay?" Yeah, like, yo, man, he might. I'm thinking. I'm gonna be honest. I'm thinking that he was like, "Yo, ask me whatever." That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking,
you know, he asked Little C's about the whole thing with the story about what happened with Tupac at the studio, this, that, the third.
Oh wow, that's dope.
And then
has anybody ever asked him that?
I mean, I know he's been
live though, on an interview.
I think that might be the first one.
Okay,
because I don't know though.
Right.
But you know, the fact that he asked Little C's.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
man,
fact that
I saw the clip. I didn't see it yet.
The fact that he asked Little C's about it, and Little C's, he was kind of tight, you know, but he said the story to the best of his ability. Like, yo, look, this what happened. I saw my man's man. I called him. You know what I mean? He came through. I went downstairs. It got crazy. You follow what I'm saying? I caught big, like it was getting crazy down here, and that's how he explained things. I've been saying this thing for the past 25 years. My story don't change. So,
Damn, man.
but
R.I.P.
within
both of them, Tupac and Biggie.
yo, that's facts. Within that world, you know what I'm saying? This is the content that we feeding on, that we want to know. We want to know the back.
Right.
The back end of it, you know what I'm saying? From the people that was actually there, yo, Troy Ave, yo, because you know when Troy Ave is talking, he's talking about he was in a line of fire, how he did,
Right.
and that's a part of his story right now. So,
Right.
you know, if you're gonna tell one part, you gotta tell all. I'm thinking,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? He just can't give a summary, you know what I'm saying? And then if you are gonna keep some of it away, you know what I'm saying, then you can't talk about none of it, I think. You know what I mean? When it comes to this subject, you got to be like, nah, I ain't talking about none of it, man. You know what I mean? In order to...
Who though? Math or Troy?
Troy. Like,
Okay.
you can interview me about my music, you can interview me, but when it comes to that particular subject, it got to be a gag. You got to be a gag order on everything.
Right, so that's why I think he said to him, ask me whatever. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think, yo, they sat down, he's like, yo, you know, yo, whatever you want to ask. Huh? Or maybe unless he just was like, yo, you know what? I don't censor my questions. I'm gonna ask you whatever I want to ask you.
Right.
You know. But I remember Math talking about somebody else that was particular about what he wanted to do. His publicist was particular about what he did and did not want to talk about. Now the question is, at the end of the day, if you don't see nothing from Troy Ave, and I haven't, I know Troy Ave got a podcast as well. If you don't see Troy Ave complaining, you know what I'm talking about? You know, if you don't see Troy Ave complaining, then how can I complain?
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
you know, keep trying to make relevant too, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact too. I saw that. While I was talking, I was thinking
You'll
that.
keep him relevant too.
It definitely will.
China Mac, you know, he's not I'm not saying he's not relevant, but you know,
He's doing numbers, but he's not doing math off of numbers. But he's doing numbers though.
But that keeps
he's doing numbers.
The numbers
but
that
that's a part of it. Though.
The numbers that
That's
he
a
is
part-
doing
that's a
allows
part of
him
it.
to,
Yeah.
you know, peak. That might be a peak right there. Like he might want to fight Matt. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
so I
saying?
just said that. I just said that, but I'm hoping we could get them to battle. Why don't y'all battle? Y'all both battle rappers, but you know, I know Math ain't gonna want. He gonna
I'll
put
reach out
that
to-
on his. Yeah, put it on. But I know he gonna probably gonna put it on his own channel. But we'll see. Who knows? You know what I'm talking about? You know, cash rules everything, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, yeah, that's how I would like to see it go down. But you know, we'll see, man. You know, but I be liking, I definitely like China. I be liking China Mac's perspective. You know what I'm talking about? You know, his perspective isn't necessarily, you know, it's something that I respect. You know, I think it's pretty dope, man. But yeah, man. So it's official. What's your man?
Kanye West.
No, I was about to say Jay-Z cut your man out. Did we talk about that? 50
The
Cent?
commercial, yeah, he cut him out the commercial, the Super Bowl commercial. You know what I mean? He cut 50 Cent out the Super Bowl commercial.
Didn't want him to perform.
I think it was because they had you know a backstory. You know what I'm saying? Their backstory is not nice.
Right, yeah, there's a lot going on because your man Jay-Z, he's cool with Gotti, right? Because he said
To a degree, something happened. There's been some bumps in the road.
maybe, but
they
he
got
said
they got
that
rich history.
One of his last deals with BET was structured by the word was put in by Jay-Z.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's what your man said. That might have been that Tails joint. That's what he said. But I don't remember which deal it was with BET. I don't know if it was maybe it was one before Tails. But yeah, Jay-Z told somebody, yeah, yo, rock with him. He's you know, he's a genius or something like that, man. There's some video footage of that. So that could be it. But that's what I'm saying. It's like that's crazy how dangerous, like, yo, how dangerous black music is, bro. Well, rap music, right? I want to say rap music because I don't think Afrobeats is dealing with that, right?
Nah, Afrobeats is not dealing with how.
Man, that's also black music.
How
so,
even when you know Davido tried to or snap at Burna Boy with the song, it just resonates different.
It's definitely different, man. It's definitely
It
different.
resonates different. So I don't see how.
But yo, I'm just thinking about like how dangerous black music is, like something different, bro. I was watching an interview with Bounty Hunter Jet. BJ or is it Jet? Bounty Hunter Jet.
Bounty Hunter.
Jet.
Okay, yeah, Bounty Hunter.
You ever seen that footage where they fighting at the stadium in LA?
No.
Where bro, you seen it. They in the stadium. And everybody fighting. You never seen that footage?
Nah.
You missed it. This guy missing all of it.
Nah.
Yo, listen.
They was fighting for what though?
No, the whole stadium was, I don't know, but it was just one of them things. It was just one of them viral clips. The whole stadium. Yeah, and if you don't know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So Bounty Hunter J put some perspective to it because he was one of the guys in the middle of it. And I guess, hey, you know, so the guy interviewing him, you know, you're from LA, so everybody knows what happened. You're from LA. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, you probably knew people in the video. You know what I'm talking about?
What was it? It was a Colors thing?
It was LL Cool J. It was a Summer Jam. So it might have been Power 106. I don't know. Because, you know, Summer Jam came out of
New York.
Yeah, but it came out of, what's the company that owned Hot 97 at the time? MS Communications.
Yeah.
So MS Communications also owned Power 106 at one point. So I'm thinking that's the same Summer Jam. But I got to check. Y'all can let me know in the comments or whatever. But yeah, so you ain't seen that. Man, I can't wait till we're gonna level up where we can watch footage and talk about this thing.
Man, we got so much to show.
Oh my
it's
God.
Cool though. It's cool though. You know, we're going through our growing stages right now. You know
this
what I mean?
joint is one of them joints, like, you know,
like the parliament, like how they be fighting in the parliament.
Yeah, like
you fighting, but you're not supposed to be fighting.
Parliament. Is it what? Oh yeah, like that, like the parliament when they be fighting, definitely. But you only see that we seen that in the Ukraine before, right? I think it was. I know what I'm talking about, right? When the congressmen be fighting inside,
politicians be brawling, throwing everything.
It was like that. It was times 10. It looked like I thought everybody in the stadium was fighting. Crazy. I guess it was only a few people. I'm talking about, bro, 20, 30,000 people, and to
swinging.
Me, that's how, bro. It's one whole section of the stadium. Y'all know one whole section is just
swing
going wild, and it's really, and from I guess what you hear is one gang versus the other.
Right there.
Yeah. It's one gang is the small gang, which I guess the Bloods or whatever, they were small, and it was just a few of them, and they went in there. Bounty Hunter J went in there saying, like, yo, we're going in there. Yeah, y'all about to learn today, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it's young. We're going in there. It's an all this event, all of them over there. It ain't us. We're about to see this life you want, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, so he said it.
Yeah, they went over. No, he didn't say it, but he knew where they was going in. You know what I'm saying? So it was, it was pretty interesting, but it also was like, you know, but the beauty about, you know, nobody got shot. That's the good thing. That's what I liked about our era. You know, people was getting killed, I know, yes, but our era, and you definitely had a more chance to, you had a more chance, you might get jumped, you know what I'm saying, but you wasn't getting killed, bro.
You made it out.
Shot,
you made
bro.
it out. You mate
like,
it out.
You know, it wasn't like cats just spraying the whole crowd up.
You know what? Like
know?
my man Boo Boo, rest in peace. You know what I mean? From Flatbush, he got killed, right? Because that's the way the story went. You know, he was at the court, Walt Whitman, playing ball. They took his chain, and when they took his chain, he came back. He ain't say nothing. He laid everybody down, robbed everybody because he felt like everybody was a part of it. Got him robbed. You know what I mean? And then days later, it was going back and forth. He shot at the people that came at him. Nobody died, but then when they caught him, they bodied him. So I feel like the moment back then, the moment you pulled out, if it was a fair one, it's a fair one.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the moment you pull out the hammer or the tool, you escalated it. Now it's like, you know, once it's go, it's go.
It's go.
There is no levels to it. It's just go. You know what I mean? So
and the thing about the South, you know, up north, you know, to me, yeah, you know, cats had guns, and this, mind you, I'm older, so I'm talking about, like, you know, late 90s, early 2000s, before I moved to the South. But it just wasn't access to weapons. It just didn't feel like it is now. Like, you know what I'm talking about? But what I also, now we mentioned this on another video, what I also liked about what Bounty Hunter J was talking about on a previous video is those trains that drop them guns off.
Right.
That randomly, all of a sudden, the train pulls in front of the projects or behind the projects.
Right.
And it just happened to have a a whole bunch of weaponry inside.
Right.
When cats already know they robbing the trains.
Right,
so
right.
now the interesting thing is that this is a recurring story throughout all of our areas in the U.S. I asked you, he's from Brooklyn, so I asked you, did you hear that? He's like, I think I heard some. But in Jersey City, I specifically heard the train that run behind Montgomery Projects, if I'm correct, and it might be one that's behind Marion or whatever. But definitely Montgomery, it was said that they robbed that train for weapons before. You know what I'm saying? So that's being done, strategically. So, you know what I'm saying? It's already like, I guess they already know we coming from an aggressive environment. You know what I'm talking about? So they just keep adding fuel to the flame between new drugs, because they keep adding new drugs. You know what I'm saying? Free Dr. York. Shouts out to Dr. York when he said they couldn't crack him. With crack, you know what I'm talking about?
Right. They couldn't crack us.
Yeah, they couldn't crack us. Yeah, with crack, right? They couldn't. Heroin didn't kill us. You know what I'm saying? So now, it came with the what's that joint called?
Fentanyl.
The lean.
The
fentanyl is the newest one, right?
Yeah, that's the newest one.
They went from the lean to the fentanyl, and then what it's doing is just dumbing down the generations. You follow what I'm talking about? Because
high quality.
But that's a fact. That's a fact, because it's definitely distancing you between you and the voice that connects you to. You follow what I'm talking about? Your proper guidance system. You know what I'm talking about? So like, man, it's just sad that we gotta go through that to make music, So that's why, it's important that the way that we about to come with some of the elements that we're going to put into our events when it comes to battle rap. It's important that we do it. People might come and say, "Oh, y'all corny for what y'all about to do," but somebody got to be responsible, man. At the end of the day, because we can't just continue to add fuel to the flame.
I mean, we're official sport, man. We're coming at it as a sport.
Right.
You can't go on to the court and just flagrantly foul somebody like you playing in a regular court.
Right.
In a regular court, I've been at courts where you just playing ball, you throwing elbows, whatever you can sneak in, you sneaking in. You can't do that in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that in college ball. You follow what I'm saying? So when it comes to MC War, we're gonna really make cats responsible. You know what I'm saying? And cats that's really at their peak, that's really doing their thing. We're gonna let the world know that they're responsible and they are a master in their community. Because we're gonna have components where you become a master in your community, man. You show the community a way out. You help develop the community. Mm-hmm. So it's not just a I thing. It's a we thing, man. Because we all we got.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a fact, man. Even though cats don't act like that, but it's the truth. And right now, we actually have control of this platform, meaning us as a community.
Right.
It's not like we boxed out right now by a company, what I'm talking about,
right.
owned by, the same, system putting us in this situation. But what happened is, being that we're programmed to do things, and that's what's going on with the independent artists.
Right.
Right now, you really don't got to talk about, you could really talk about whatever you want to talk about right now. But we program to continue to keep the system going, keeping mindset going. You follow what I'm talking about?
And that goes back to the drill music. That goes back to the stuff you are.
Right.
What you did when you was this messed up off of this particular drugs and stuff like that.
Right.
And you specifying it to the youth that don't know no better, that don't know nothing. So it's like, are you corny, man? Because you trying to kick knowledge? Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, that's what it's about, bro. Like, what are you, stupid?
Mm-hmm. But that's your boy that said that, though. That's your favorite rapper, Jay-Z, that said that, though. And then, and that's why I said that particular, those lines like that, you follow what I'm talking about, set a whole mindset out.
Generational shift.
Yeah, come on, man. Now, who wants to rock? You think about it. Who really been coming out after that on some, I mean, it's some people, let me not say that. It's some people, I get Childish Gambino. I mean, it's a bunch of them. Kendrick Lamar.
Danny Glover's back again, like you said. Childish Gambino.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a bunch of guys out there that that speak in something that has value, and that's what we need to be pushing, and that's what we need to be actually centering our mindset about. But what you saw about Kanye West, where he married the white chick.
Yeah,
and that also deals with content. With the whole, you know what I'm saying? Because the first thing you said was, leave something. What was it? What's that song? What's that? gold digger.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? You know, get on it and you leave it for a white girl, right? And it's like, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But go ahead. What's your thoughts on it?
No, he married her, which is one of his employees.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeezy
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So
that might have been strategic too, though.
yeah,
It might have been a mix of both.
Yeah, I don't know, but like you know, one of the brothers that was on here, you know, his moves are like in 3D. So you know, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Brother was that?
One of the first people that was watching us one day said that Yeezy moves in 3. He make 3D moves.
Oh yeah. I remember.
So you know, you know what I mean. So because by marrying her, you know, by her being a white girl, you know what I'm saying, she could go after Adidas.
And maybe her owning the patents. I don't know. I don't know.
No, but she could.
Patents,
yeah,
right?
he owns the patents, but
Right.
she could go after.
Or Adidas owns the patents.
She could go after Adidas. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a different type of fight because it's her. You know what I mean? Not him.
Oh, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? So like the moment it's her, not him,
crazy.
it's like okay,
That's
how do you y'all can't really yeah, because I can't really attack I can't really attack her. You know what I mean? Because you know attacking her is really attacking the whole conglomerate. You know what I mean? So
that's a whole fact right there.
yeah, so you know it's interesting.
No, that's a good one right there. I ain't never look at it like that. But dude he's a strategist, and you gotta be, man.
And he's a genius.
You gotta be.
He's a genius
to be in that position. You know, for so long, you got friends, lost your mom. You follow what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
and he said they killed his mother. I don't know what he meant by that.
Well, we already knew what we thought about that.
What he meant by that.
Yeah. We already were. That's
Excuse me,
a fact. That's a fact. Well, I don't know, but we know that it was said that he, you know what I'm saying, after that whole George Bush conversation, because that happened not too long after the Bush situation, right? That his mom died.
You know, I might want to say yeah.
Yeah, that was not too long after the Bush situation. We said George Bush don't like us or whatever. It wasn't too long after that.
I might want to say yeah.
But it's definitely shrouded in a lot of mystery, you know, so that's how they able to.
But I want to know what he meant about that.
They make movies about it,
you know.
They make movies about the type of stuff we're talking about in order to make you be like, oh, that's conspiracy, da 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 da. But that's how they do it.
I would love to know what he thought about it.
No, that's a fact. I would too.
I mean, like, for him to know that, for him to say that y'all killed my moms,
right,
and he just been holding it in,
right.
That shit's different.
No, it's definitely different.
You know, they found the city.
Different.
They found the city in Grand Canyon, a whole city. Recently, and it looks like some extraterrestrial shit. Extraterrestrial out of a movie. But look it up. You know what I mean? A city found in Grand Canyon. And what's dope about that is when you look at architecture, or not even architecture, steles within the Grand Canyon, you'll find it is identical to Egypt. So the fact that they found the whole city, because they don't call it an Egyptian city, they called it a hidden city found in the Grand Canyon.
Man, I was just
so I found that kind of interesting. You know what I mean?
Definitely interesting, because what I was just reading was that there was a war between they had what's called the Majestic 12. J12, y'all can look them up. I started looking up the different individual names and stuff like that from the Majestic 12, and then it said that they continued it on because most of the original members, I guess the last one died in 1984.
Okay.
But the military, the U.S. government has their own cities, and guess what? You know what state, right?
Colorado.
Colorado. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? How far is Colorado from
Grand Canyon?
Yeah. It gotta be.
It's like Denver.
I don't know. I gotta Google, but I'm using the phone right now. So either which way.
Grand Canyon. I want to say Grand Canyon is not too far from Colorado.
Either which way,
Denver, Colorado.
It's cities under the earth, yo. I mean, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can Google it.
Shambhala and Agatha.
Y'all can Google that. You know, it's a plethora of cities or spaces where you have, matter of fact, they were talking about they actually have military, they train under there, about 100,000 of them are motionless, raised underground. So when it's time to bring them up for a situation, you follow what I'm talking about? No emotions, bro. no emotion. Do you hear me? So and that's and that's government, but then you also have extraterrestrial involvement. You know what I'm saying? That's why they were always talking about with Area 51 and all these other, even though Area 51 was dealing directly with extraterrestrials, they were always talking about the fact that a lot of the ships we see.
Grand Canyon's in Arizona.
That ain't far from Colorado.
No.
That ain't far from Colorado at all. That's
National Park.
That's that same area.
Northern Arizona.
That's that same area. So you got beings in there, and then that whole Majestic 12 situation was they actually were warring against a race of extraterrestrial reconnecting, which they were saying was what they do is they put it in the movies. One, they want to get you familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? The funny thing is, even of course, I've heard Dr. York say it, but even before I heard Dr. York say it, my grandmother used to say it because her father used to tell her that they teach you the truth in the movies. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
They get you used to it. Because think about it. The Star Trek, was it Star Trek? Star Trek?
Yeah, Star Trek.
And then what was the name of the flip phone? The popular one, Star Tech? What was that?
Star Trek and Star Tech, there was the Motorola flip phone.
Right. There was that's the Motorola flip phone, but there was I think so. Yeah, I don't know what Star, it was Star something, but either way, we know seen the first flip phone in Star Trek. You follow what I'm talking about? Everything that, man, I won't say everything, but a lot of what we're seeing right now, you know what I mean? And then you gotta think, where did they come with these concepts from? You know what I'm saying? And that's that whole, telepathic aspect of that, they begin, because you be thinking, you be like, yo, where they be coming with these movies from? Where they get these ideas? And then it be something that be true. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
right.
So because a lot of the times they're being tapped into in order to be able to put the stuff on the big screen so you and I could be familiar with it when it does come out, because right now it's about to come out. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, my man just shared something in one of the Telegram groups that about I think it was like the 2022, what I guess they released in 2022.
Okay.
NASA's, I think it was NASA. Their discoveries when it pertaining to either UFOs or extraterrestrials. But either which way, they're gonna use the movies in order to make you be like, man, what, little green men, or you know what I'm saying, or a predator looking, da da da. But listen, yeah, you know what I'm saying. They say the guy Truman, the predator, is the one, the guy that stepped to Truman, right?
Right.
Yo, y'all gotta look it up, man.
1953.
Look up
1953. If you look up the year 1953, there was a conversion of unidentified flying objects that went to the White House. They hovered over the White House for like a long time. 1953. Look it up.
Wow.
And then while these unidentified flying objects hovered over the White House, one of them actually stepped to the president during that time. You follow what I'm saying? But some people will call it pseudo. You know what I mean? But you just look it up.
Don't even get into that, because when you use the word pseudo, you're particularly talking about a small minority of people that are tapping into the existence and the fact that extraterrestrials exist. So you don't even want to use that. Don't even use that term, because then it automatically puts you in that box. That's why, even with us, even though we in the battle rap culture, we know that we part of the greater hip hop culture.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
facts.
So it's certain terms, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's why we were arguing about who is a battle rapper.
Right.
Who's debating what makes a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because now you taking, what happened to the MC. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know what I mean? So the broader term for an MC, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for a battle rapper is an MC, like that within the hip hop culture. You know what I mean? So my point is, when we're talking to whoever about a subject what's it called, important to the planet, because forget about America, because just we in a box, those in America, right, in a box, what they show us, what they feed us, what we, programming, remember television, programming, radio, programming your mind, right? So now South America, start thinking about, go look at the news, what's going on, Brazil, Mexico, they always talking about extraterrestrial. That's most of, even Puerto Rico, all my Boricua, family that taps in with us or whatever, going to Puerto Rico, that's where they be, that's, Chupacabra, you know what I'm saying? And that might have been,
they said
they said that was a mix that was one of the creatures that might have been created
Right.
in Area 51.
Right.
You follow what I'm talking about? Which was a vegan at first. That's what somebody said. It was a vegan. It was when I was reading. It was actually a vegan at first or whatever. But if you go, I think it's called El Yunque, is the area. It's a mountainous area out there in Puerto Rico where my man always gets sightings where even the lady built pyramids out there based on her receiving. This is Puerto Rico. Yeah, exactly. Her receiving messages from some beings that could be what they call the Ashtar Command, which are the Caucasian, blonde hair looking ones or whatever. And mind you, these concepts came from people like what's the boy name? What's the name? Was it The Arrival? What's the name of the Fire in the Sky? You know what I'm talking about? It's people like that was abducted. It's these different people that are talking about this. Bob Lazar, we talked about him on the previous. Go to Joe Rogan. So ain't nobody. That's why I want to say that. Because ain't nobody gonna say Joe Rogan is pseudo. Joe Rogan got how many followers on his following is, I mean, he got every video be like 24 million, 36 million views on them talking about exactly what we talking about. So don't let nobody, so I don't even want ever use, they can use that word on their platform, but we not using that word on our platform because the white man ain't doing using that word on their platform. Right. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but dig it, right? Yeah. Another city was found in South America, and it was a 2,000-year-old old Mayan city discovered beneath Guatemala rainforest.
Crazy. See,
pyramids and stuff.
That's what that's what I'm.
Well, that's why I wanted to make sure we let the audience know. This how we get. That's how we get busy because. Right. What we leave in every city that we are a part of is pyramids. Right. And the fact that there's pyramids in South America and there's pyramids over in Africa, see, a lot of people don't know that where the pyramids at in Egypt is in Africa. But the fact that there's pyramids in South Africa and there's South America, right, and there's pyramids in Africa, right? And then that lets you know that we are a part of that.
Yeah, not just Egypt too. So Sudan, mind you, the oldest pyramids.
Aswan Dam, right?
Just them showing all the steles going through the pyramids,
and
what was supposed to be the oldest library in Sudan.
Right. So, but why would they cover a whole city with a dam? Right? Why? Because that city had nothing but Egyptian. What is it called?
Black
artifacts,
Egyptians.
Black Egyptians.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the ancient stuff that they don't show or they don't prize. That's what it was over there.
Right. And that's what gets into that whole Kevin Hart thing when they was trying to go at Kevin Hart. Man, the Egyptians talking about, we're gonna shut him down because he blackwashing history, bro. Come on, man.
There's no such thing. How can we blackwash something where the detergent has always been black?
Why were y'all knocking the noses off? You follow what I'm talking about?
Why were y'all knocking the noses off?
But I think we need to take that call. Yeah. So we appreciate y'all tap in. Every day. Usually about 11, 12 o'clock. And we appreciate y'all. Make sure that you guys. Subscribe, like, comment, debate. Thank you.
Schmack.